Welcome back friends. In the previous lecture we have understood the input impedance of the dissipation less line, and we came to this particular equation: Zin equal to R0 ZR plus JR0 tan beta s divided by R0 plus JZR tan beta s. This is important expression because this expression we are using for special cases just like lambda by 4 quarter wave transformer or lambda by 8 line. So this is very important expression. After that we have understood the input impedance in terms of reflection coefficient, which we receive after certain mathematical expressions. We received this expression as 5 minus 2 beta s. If I put equal to 0, I will definitely get Z max, that is maximum input impedance, is equal to standing wave ratio into R0. Similarly, if I at the distance of lambda by 4 from the maxima, we will get a minima, and at the minima we got Z minima. Z minima is equal to R0 divided by standing wave ratio. Okay, so these expressions we have calculated in the previous lecture. Now it's a time to discuss the next point, or a special case of this input impedance of a short circuit line. Now try to understand. Till this moment we were talking about the transmission line which is either terminated with a ZR is equal to Z0. ZR equal to Z0. So if a transmission line is not exactly terminated at ZR equal to Z0 and we call this transmission line to be lossless, let's understand certain transmission line which is short circuited. Short circuited means it's directly closed, something like this. So these are the ends of the transmission line terminals and it is short circuited. If it is short circuited, we know that ZR equal to, definitely ZR equal to what? 0. That is ER equal to, since ER equal to 0, ZR equal to 0. Yes, and IR is maximum. IR is maximum. Is it okay? So in this expression of the dissipation less line, if I put this condition ER equal to 0, what will be the value of Z input impedance we will get? Let's calculate. So input impedance of the dissipation less line is given by, we already know this, and I already told that this is important expression to understand. So it is R0 ZR plus JR0 tan beta s divided by R0 plus JZR tan beta s. Now for a short circuited line, we know ZR is equal to 0, and if I put the value of ZR equal to 0 in this expression, what I will get? ZSC, that is input impedance of the short circuit line with the suffix s. If you are able to observe, this is nothing but the input impedance of a short circuit line, and input impedance of the short circuit line ZSC is equal to JR0, because this ZR is 0, this ZR is 0, R0 get cancelled, so I am left with JR0 tan beta s. Is it okay? So this is the input impedance of the short circuited line. So ZSC is equal to JR0 tan. Can I replace this beta with 2 pi by lambda? Yes, we know the expression for 2 pi by lambda. So we know that impedance is reactive, so it is denoted by JXC. So this impedance is reactive. We are not getting it to be resistive because we are getting it in the terms of J. So if I represent this ZSC by the JXS, that is reactive impedance, I will get, so JXS is equal to JR0 tan 2 pi by lambda into S. Now I will take a normalized value with respect to characteristic impedance. This JJ cancel, I will take this R0 to the denominator, and now I can say that this input impedance or a short circuit impedance is normalized to the characteristic impedance. So XS upon R0 is equal to tan of 2 pi by lambda into S. Now try to understand. The XS upon R0 is called normalized value of the reactance of the short circuit line. Now we will calculate this XS upon R0 value for various values of S. Now if I put S equal to 0, in this case, if S is equal to 0, XS upon R0 tan 2 pi by S into 0. So tan 0 is 0, I will get 0 value. So this is the initial thing, okay, for S equal to 0. Now if I put S equal to lambda by 4, XS upon R0 is equal to tan 2 pi by lambda into lambda by 4 into lambda by 4. This lambda get cancelled, 2 get cancelled with this 2, so pi by 2. What is tan pi by 2? Tan pi by 2 is infinity. So for S is equal to lambda by 4, XS upon R0 will turn towards infinity. So as I start increasing the wavelength from 0 to lambda by 4, the impedance is going to increase in a linear manner or linear fashion from 0 towards infinity. And in the next case, if I put S equal to lambda by 2, S equal to lambda by 2, let's understand now. If I put S equal to lambda by 2, once again lambda get cancelled, this 2 get cancelled with this 2, yes or no? So tan pi, once again tan 0 and tan pi are having value equal to 0. So for pi by 2 I am getting the value as 0, and for S equal to 3 lambda by 4, I will once again get infinity. Okay, but for the negative values also, for the values of this lambda by 4, I may get the negative value also. So for that, this waves is something, so from infinity it is coming towards lambda by 2, from 0 it is going towards plus infinity. Once again, minus infinity going towards 0, going towards plus infinity. So this will be the random fashion. Now what are the conclusion which we can make? If you can closely observe, the pattern is going to repeat after every lambda by 2 distance. See, for every lambda by 2 distance, pattern is going to repeat. Lambda by 2, lambda, lambda by 2, 0. So this pattern is repeating. Even if you take an example of 3 lambda by 4 and lambda by 4, pattern is repeating. Is it okay? So this pattern is repeating means what? The maximas and minimas are observed. That the thing which we are going we have observed already. We are going to understand these all things in detail once we start with the Smith chart. Okay, so this is the waveform which you have done. So what we have understood from this, so this is the input impedance of a short circuit line which is reactive in nature, which is not resistive in nature. Similarly, input impedance of a open circuit line. Now if it is a transmission line which is open circuited, now you need to tell me the condition. It is similar condition for the open circuit line. Let's say this is open circuit line which is not connected. So for that, what will be the value of ZR? ZR will be equal to infinite, because for open circuit line load impedance is equal to ZR equal to infinity. And what will be IR value? IR value will be 0. IR value will be 0. For open circuit, no question of the current flow. So in this expression, put ZR equal to infinity. You cannot put ZR equal to infinity directly, because it will be of the form infinity upon infinity, which is not valid. So it's better if I divide to each and every term by ZR, or taking ZR common, one and the same thing. So ZR upon ZR will become 1 plus J R0 upon ZR tan beta is divided by R0 upon ZR plus J tan beta is. So if I get certain expressions like this, so now I can put the value of ZR as infinity. So this term will turn out to be 0. This term will turn out to be 0. And what I am left with? I am left with Zn equal to R0 into 1 plus J tan beta s. So tan beta s, 1 upon tan beta s will become cot beta s, and divided by J, if I want to take it to the numerator, it will become minus J. So minus J R0 cot beta s. Once again, the impedance of the open circuited dissipation-less line is still reactive, and now I am going to put certain values for it. Now if I put, since input impedance is reactive, representing it with JXS, in the similar way, JXS is equal to minus J R0 cot 2 pi by lambda into S. XS upon R0 is equal to cot 2 pi by lambda into S. So it is with a minus sign. Is it okay? And R0 is already taken to this denominator. So for the different values of, now you just put the value of S equal to 0, XS upon R0. So earlier, for x equal to 0, it is at infinity. For x equal to lambda by 4, it is 0. Okay, for x equal to, S is equal to lambda by 2, XS upon R0 will turn out to be minus infinity. So the pattern will be something like this. So from infinity at this particular 0, minus infinity, it is coming towards 0, it is going towards plus infinity, like this, minus infinity 0 plus infinity. So the at lambda by 2 it will be plus infinity, my mistake. Okay, then 0, once again at this minus infinity, 0 plus infinity. The pattern is going to repeat itself at repeated intervals, and once again observe the difference. The pattern is repeating for every lambda by 2 distance. Lambda by 4, you just do 3 lambda by 4 minus lambda by 4, you will get lambda by 2. You take lambda by 2 minus 0, you will once again get lambda by 2. So in any ways, if you just calculate these the phase shift, or if you calculate the wavelength difference between them, it will be lambda by 2, and pattern is going to repeat itself. So similar pattern, you just compare this pattern. Here it is starting with a 0 going towards infinity. Here it is starting from minus infinity coming to the 0 and going towards plus infinity. Is it okay? So this short circuited line for first lambda by 4 distance, how does it behaves, and for the next lambda by 4 distance, how does it behaves? Let's make certain conclusions from it. Okay, so these conclusions are very, very important to understand the basics of Smith chart and the numericals related to the Smith chart. So what is that? Input impedance of both open circuited and short circuited line is purely reactive, it is not resistive. First thing is clear. After every lambda by 2 distance, value of reactance is repeated. We already gone through this. For first lambda by 4 distance, short circuit line acts as inductance. This question is many a times asked in the competitive examinations even, that for first lambda by 4 distance, short circuited line acts as inductance, whereas open circuit line acts as a capacitance. You just remember one, that for first lambda by 4 short circuit inductive, for first lambda by 4 open circuit capacitive, and for the next lambda by 4 the nature is going to reverse. So for next lambda by 4 short circuit will now become capacitive and open circuit will now become inductive. This variation in impedance is like resonant circuit, so mismatch lines are also called resonant lines. Try to remember these 4 conclusions. In the next lecture also I am going to start with this particular slide only, where we need to make certain conclusions, and we'll try to understand how this will be replicated in the Smith chart. Only 1 or 2 points are remaining, that is lambda by 8 line and lambda by 4 line, that we'll cover in the next class along with this conclusion. Okay, till then, thank you very much and happy learning.